everyone up on the podium.
Joe, it seems like you guys have the potential to just score points in just bunches. Is it getting to a point here where it's just a matter of sticking with it, even if it's not working, knowing that there's always the potential for like one of those big runs?
Sticking with what in particular?
It could be anything, really. It could be just whatever's not working on a particular night, knowing that you have a potential for somebody, any one of these guys to kind of go off like they did at the beginning of the fourth quarter or the third.
No, yeah, I mean, sticking with it, whatever the game plan is for that particular night and whatever opportunities the other team is giving us, sticking with those is extremely important. And, we have to constantly ask ourselves, are we playing process-oriented basketball? Are we taking what the defense is giving us? And on the defensive end, so I thought that stretch that we, really kind of blew the game open started with our defense. We kept them off the free throw line. We limited them to one shot, and even when we missed, we took good shots, which allowed us to get back in transition and get stops. And so keeping the relationship between our offense and our defense is extremely important.
Limiting them to the one shot what seemed to be a problem earlier on and kind of kept things close, and you guys seemed to slow down for a little bit there in the third quarter. Was that the emphasis of like part of the turnaround is like got to keep them off the boards? And
we got cross matched a couple times, which allowed them to get into their advantage a little bit earlier in the shot clock than we wanted them to. But keeping them off the glass definitely allowed us to get out and run. Yeah.
And you went with Xavier.
Yeah.
Beginning of second and fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you want to start to work him in. Specifically, was getting him there like with Al and certain groups, was that part of the focus?
Yeah,
there?
For sure. And knowing that they changed Doncic's sub pattern from the last time that we played him, to which he started both the second and the fourth quarter, and he's a guy that could help our switchability and still have size. So. That's one of the things that I'm grateful for, that this team is they keep an open mind and they have an understanding that we do what's best for the team and what impacts winning. And so we felt like that was the right thing to go to tonight, to continue to switch him, and to credit to him and credit to the rest of the guys for understanding that's what's most important.
Joe, Jayson only had 2 points for the first quarter and a half. He got going out of that first time out in the second quarter. Did you adjust something to get him the ball more, get him extra looks after that? And what kind of changed in the second for him?
It wasn't necessarily adjusting. It was just allowing the game to play out. And it's a credit to him of his trust, his patience, his understanding. I thought that the first, he usually comes out at the 7-minute mark, that first timeout that they called, I loved every single shot that we took, and I thought we were getting great looks. And that's just the type of team that we have. And so I thought he did a great job being patient. Once the game slowed down and kind of lost its rhythm of that, I thought it was, we went straight to him to be able to kind of get us into do something different. And so we got off to a great start as a team, which is great. He played a part in that. And then we were able to, kind of take advantage of some of his matchups later in the game.
And the slower start for him, what kind of contributed to that, and what, got him out of that, you feel like? Is it just an aggressiveness thing, or is it something Dallas was doing?
I don't consider it a slow start. I consider it a team start. If you go back and watch the shot selection that we took, labeling it as a slow start is not giving the rest of our team the credit that they deserve for getting off to such a good start. And so it's not his job to get off to fast starts. It's his job to play defense, to play offense, and to make the right play, and then to be himself when we need him to be. And so I don't consider it a slow start. I consider it a great start for our team, and I consider it great patience and understanding the game for him, and then picking and choosing his spots really well to put us in position to win.
Coach, defending someone like Luka Doncic, obviously has a history of coming up big for his team, and going up against stars like that. What do you think went into just limiting the offense overall and just getting out to that huge lead? Obviously, Tatum had a lot to do with that in that big third quarter, but closing the game out the way the Celtics did in the fourth. What do you think played into that?
Yeah, so he's responsible for around 70 points per game for his team. So I didn't think we did a tremendous job of guarding him. I thought we worked hard effort-wise on the game plan. We didn't execute it tremendously all the time, but I thought we did a decent job throughout it. But he puts a ton of pressure on his ability to impact himself and impact his teammates. And the points that he's responsible for can really be the reason why that they go on a lot of runs. And so the guys did a great job changing matchups, changing coverages, keeping them off balance. And it's a credit to our team because it's very hard to watch one guy play and get scored on. And I think it says more about our guys for their ability to trust our system and the game plan that we have to be able to work through that. And, I think that's kind of what helped us just kind of stay the course, our guys' ability to continue to play hard, execute, stay the course on both ends of the floor.
Final couple questions, Kara, then Abby.
Joe, you've got a guest up there. Who's your guest?
What's your name?
Manny.
It's my youngest son, Manny. So happy to have him up here.
Nice. Just want to ask you about Drew real quick. He was 3 for 3 from 3, hit some big ones in the corner. Just how has his marksmanship helped open things up for you guys on offense?
Just who he is as a person, just overall his ability to continue to play at a high level regardless of how the game is going for him individually is a true sign of leadership for our team. And so when you watch him play, you can never tell if it's going well for him or if it's going well for the team. He just plays at a certain level, and that's how he helps us lead.
I'm just wondering if Manny has anything to say about the job that you've done this year.
No,
Coaching this team.
Don't get caught up in that trap.
I was about to answer anyway.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Thank
Thanks.
you,
Thanks.
Joe. Thank you, Manny. Have Jason